The officer looked at me and said, "You are under arrest for arson." I nodded. "I know." He stared at me. "Then why did you call us?" I pointed at the burning house. "Because the person who did it is still inside." I've been standing across the street for almost 10 minutes, watching smoke rise from the house next door. The weird part, that house belonged to my uncle, and I knew he was not home. When the police arrived, they rushed toward the house. One officer grabbed my arm. "Where is your uncle?" "Out of town." "Then how do you explain the fire?" "I cannot." He looked at me carefully. Then he noticed the gasoline can sitting near the driveway. It had my fingerprints on it. That was when everything changed. They searched my car. Inside the trunk, they found an old jacket covered in ash. I started laughing. The officer looked confused. "You think this is funny?" "No," I said. "I am relieved." He pulled out his handcuffs. "You are under arrest." "I know." But before he could put them on, I said one thing. "Check the security camera across the street." He froze. "Why?" "Because it recorded everything." The officer ran inside the house across the street and came back a few minutes later with a laptop. He watched the footage. Face changed. The person walking toward my uncle's house that night was not me. It was my uncle, and he was not alone. The second person was the same man who had reported me to the police. My uncle had staged the whole thing. He wanted me arrested because I had discovered he was secretly taking money from our family business. He thought the fire would destroy the evidence, but I had already copied the files. That is why I called the police before they arrived. The officer slowly took the handcuffs off me. Then he looked at my uncle, his friend. "You are both coming with us." My uncle started shouting. I just smiled, because the fire was not the worst thing he had done. It was the first thing he thought nobody would ever connect to him.